Good morning, everyone. It's Dr. Eveangel Savage with your Supercalifragilistic moments for today. We're talking about where passion meets possibility, where passion becomes possibility. I am so excited, you guys. I am just getting up from rest. I work into the wee hours of the morning because I'm working and trying to navigate these international waters. Good morning, Stephanie. How are you? Good to see you. Dr. Savage is just rising. Yes. I was working in those international spaces last night, and I overslept this morning, so that's normal. When you have to flex, you really have to flex your sleeping patterns when you are vying and trying to interact with the internationals. So this is Dr. Savage. I am really excited to be here this morning, and I am talking this morning about good to see you too, ma'am. Great things on the horizon for you, Stephanie. I heard that last night, girl. You ready? You ready to cross that water? So, I have always wanted to do what pretty much I'm a techie. I have always been a techie person, and I've worked and I have a lot of skills. Yes, good morning. Yes, right? Um, amen, sis. I receive every blessing that's over our lives right now because we are really treading on some extraordinary territory that many don't get to do. There's a lot of work involved in preparing ourselves to do business in international markets. So it's exciting, though. It's exciting when you can take your years of experience and the things and encompass them, and they encompass them in a package that is so unique and different. And so I encourage people every day to look at what you have in your hands. It is very exciting and very challenging, Stephanie. You are correct. Um, and I challenge people every day, look at what you have in your hands and progress steadfast. We don't always understand where we're going to end up, but guess who knows? God knows the things that He has for us, and it's to prosper us, to see us in a wealthy place. And I didn't say that scripturally, but y'all know what I mean. It is exciting. It's very okay, right? It is exciting. So I've, worked in corporate and I've worked in academia and I've worked in healthcare for 3 solid years. I mean, no, 3 times 10 for 30 something years. And I've got a lot of experience in a lot of different areas. Good morning. Good afternoon. That's right. You guys, I'm telling you, I didn't go to bed till 5 a.m. because I work in an international space so I have to work at night. But it's I've worked for 30 years and I've gathered some amazing skills along the way. And in some of those areas, never really felt the value that that I deserved because I brought so much to the table. And to God be the glory. He knows what He's doing because He had to thicken this sister's skin. He had to thicken my skin in a way. Oh, still morning in Arizona. Thicken my skin in a way that I could be prepared for what He has me doing now. And sometimes, I mean, in this market, you can't wear your emotions on your sleeve. And I was an emotional girl. I wear my emotions on my sleeve all the time. As a matter of fact, if you say something, you're probably going to see most of it right here first, right? So I'm learning through my processes, but this conversation, where your passion becomes possibility. 30 years of experience working, again, in corporate academia, um, in healthcare has allowed me to realize my dreams, and that's my dream of being my own boss, and developing my own stage and moving that stage in whatever direction I want it to go. Because when you have been equipped with the knowledge and the experience, then you're able to move forward, in creating who you want to be, inventing yourself. I was in a vision board party this past Saturday with my Philippi family, and you know it was amazing just being there, being charged, and the atmosphere being charged with such amazing peace and love, and how just being there, even though I knew my vision was mapped out, it was still something about connecting with them that was important. Yes, right. Mm-hmm. Exactly, they do. But to God be the glory. Everything that we learned on our jobs was important to where we're going, and important to who we are, and the finished work that God has for us. And so I want to be of encouragement to the person who's on the other side of this camera today, that um, things aren't always what they seem, and that God has his own plan for us. And so I'm thankful, and give God all the glory and honor. I'm going to give my testimony next week to my sister tribe about the amazing things that have been unfolding in my life over the last 6 to 8 weeks. But the most important thing was preparation. If regardless of what people say, regardless of what they do or how they treat you, regardless, yes, yes, it is important for God to build us up. And regardless of what people say, um, God has that the ultimate say. He has the plan. Again, he knows the plan that he has for you. And so when I think about um, what had to happen in order for me to work in this industry that I'm working in, I studied education for a period of time. I studied criminal justice at the bachelor's level, and I studied criminal justice at the graduate master's level, and did some advanced studies in substance abuse counseling, and then my degree in human services, my PhD in human services. So it's a wide array of yes, ma'am. It is gratefulness is the key. It's a wide variety of knowledge base that I have, and I really didn't know where God was taking me with the steps that I was taking, but apparently my steps were well ordered. And again, you may not know uh, ultimately what God's plan is. And sometimes if you know what his plan is, you may run and go the other way. And I've always known my pastor to say that to me. My bishop, Randy B. Royal, is not with us anymore. And even my pastor now, Damian Royal, they say the same thing. Sometimes if you get one glimpse into your future, you might become afraid. Our steps are ordered by the Lord, and we don't always know what's happening, and we have our own thoughts, and we allow our thoughts to become manifest into things that aren't necessarily true about us. Um, we allow our feelings and emotions to get in the way of our truth and who God says we are. And so I am very thankful about the 360 degrees of defining me that God has done. And I am encouraging you that if you may not see the plan right now, and you may feel like you are in a place where, is this all God has for me? I've been there. I have absolutely been there, in a place where um, I said, Lord, 30 years of 30 years of work, 20 years of nonprofit service to my community and serving others, 25 years. And then, trying to make a go of it in where I am now, in a for-profit venture. But to God be the glory. Every single skill, every single year that I worked, every single bit of service that I provided, that God had me to provide on the ground, is being used right now. Hey, Bucola, thank you for joining, my sister from, are you from Maryland, Bucola? I know you're from Africa, but are you living in the States now? I'm not sure, Bucola. I think are you living in the States now, Bucola? I think she is in Maryland or DC. To God be the glory. So every single skill, you guys, every single skill that I gained at the Wharton School of Business, every single skill that I gained at East Carolina University, every single skill that I gained at in the healthcare institutions that I've worked um, are amazing skills that I'm able to use now to define who I am, along with the knowledge base that God has given me so that I can work in the markets that I'm working in. I always wanted to work international. My very first contract um, with my business, with Audacity, was a contract in India. Amazingly so, not the US where I live, right? But in India. So by positioning ourselves to utilizing the technology that we have, we're able to do amazing things. And I'm really, really excited about that. I encourage you to look at what you have in your hand. If you need direction, if you are wanting something different for yourself, and you know that you have a set of skills that could um, change your playing field and help you to leverage uh, wealth, then have it evaluated. Talk to someone who can provide you some guidance as it relates to a career path. I've had people ask me that all the time. As a lot of work I did at the university had to do with advising. So, education, academic advising. So, as a result of that, have worked with individuals who want to change their career paths. So, yes, and teaching in the World Changers Sister Tribe. Yes, and Stephanie, you are so right. Teaching in the tribe has allowed us to, again, use the platform, the internet platform, to teach in a way, effectiveness, to learn our to put it this way, to develop our teaching styles, effective effective management of our audiences, interaction and engagement, education preparation, number one. preparation. And so it's been key to get involved and collaborate with other groups, and to really to leverage this internet in a way. It's allowed us to be seen, and our platforms to be recognized across waters and across continents, to be able to literally be able to say, I had a talk or a broadcast. Yes, it is waters, or broadcasting. I have this broadcast in Africa, TV broadcast, Afroscope TV. And so it's, allows you to put yourself in places that you never even dreamed of. You never even dreamed of, and allows you to build your platform. So to God be the glory on today. If you're out there and you need you're thinking like I was thinking years ago, God, is this all you have for me? Believe you not, it's not. It's not. But think of ways that you can continue to grow yourself. Don't look at your now as a place of destitute, or is this all you have for me, God? Because every place and every position that He has us in is another piece of the puzzle that He is carefully knitting together for your future. And so be encouraged today. That's my supercalifragilistic moments. I want you to be encouraged. And if you need guidance and assistance, I'm always available. I also do career counseling. I do a bunch of stuff. I have a lot of skills. I love being a mobile social support coach, though. I love being a mobile social support coach because, my research agenda, I have to add to the field, and I love that the research, I love where it's going. I love how it's allowing us to reach the masses. I love how it's opening up the fields of the human service field so that we can expand our markets, and not just that, but use our skills in a way of service as well, not just monetarily, but as a service to people, who are out here and they're struggling, and we can meet them right where they are. And so it's new and different. People say, well, what is this mobile social support? It's service in a virtual space. It's service in a virtual space, where you use everything you have and you're available anywhere in the world to be able to service your consumer. So that's what it's really, in a nutshell, that's what it's about, folks. So I have to go. I have a sister tribe support. I must, support my sister over in the World Changers Sister Tribe under the leadership of an amazing woman, Dr. Princess Fumi Hancock. And we have to go support our sister right now. So I just wanted to bring to you, hi, Mary Williams, good to see you, some supercalifragilistic moments of remembering that in our magazines this week, when we were putting together our vision board. I said, oh, that's a great way to come up with topics, is to go and pull out some topics from the magazines and tie them into your discussion. So where passion becomes possibility, my passion for people, my passion for the use of technology, my passion, all the years of service, my passion to serve people, my passion in education all came together into one nice, neat little package of mobile social support, which is serving people everywhere, mobile, anytime, using all of God's great skills that He has allowed me to gain, and the corporate skills that He's allowed me to experience. Hi, darling. Good to see you. I have got to go. I just hopped on real quick to fulfill my commitment to Supercalifragilistic Moments, right here with Dr. Eve. And I have got to go support my sister who is teaching right now. So I love you all. And you guys have an amazing, amazing, amazing